Morning. It is Monday and I am going to have one lesson for you to work on this week. Kind of split this in half. It is on Punnett squares and I'm going to try using my iPad to show you some examples. I'm trying the best I can, so bear with me. I really miss everyone and I hope you get a chance to message me and just let me know how your week's going, anything fun that you're doing. So let's start. For my class this week, we're going to be doing assignment number 1, quarter 4, and it's called Bikini Bottom Genetics. So it's SpongeBob stuff. Let me see if I can show it to you. So we're going to go to your course, and let's see. Down to, I got to move this screen over a little bit or something. Yeah. And we're going to go down to quarter 4, week number 1. And go ahead and click on that link just like we always do. And I will have this video available to you, but you're going to go in and download Bikini Bottom Genetics. And I'm going to give you some information on how to do some of these and practice it. And then I also probably, if I can have internet this week at my house or here at school, I will also have those office hours from 12 to 1. And I will keep you updated on whether that's going to work out. But I think it should. I tried it this morning. So go ahead and download that and put it in Notability. Oops, it hit it behind my recorder, so just a second. Let's see if I have to move something. It hit the download behind my recorder. Let's see. I'm going to have to move my screen over or something. Give me just a second. Oh, wow. Can you hear me? It says there's no sound. So, sorry, just a minute. It's not letting me get that. And maybe I can move this over. Nope, it's not letting me do that. Give me just a minute. A little technical difficulty here. Well, I'm going to pause. Okay, so you're going to download that assignment, and this is called Bikini Bottom Genetics. And let me give you a sample and try to explain this. So basically this is learning how to do all of the parts of the genetics. So the first part, remember we're talking about those letters. When you did the Create a Baby Lab, the first thing we did was flip the coin, and then we talked about the genotype and the phenotype. Now genotype are these letters. The genotype are the letters. And remember, the capital letter is dominant and the lowercase letter is recessive. So there's two types of combinations of letters. The first type is when both the letters are exactly the same. So whether the letters are capital letters, both the same, or lowercase letters, like over here, the lowercase b's, will determine whether they are homozygous or heterozygous. So homozygous means the same. So this one is going to be an HO, homozygous, homozygous. So let me show you on my screen what that will look like. So you can see here that I have my letters, but it does look backwards. So that one TT is HO. That is because the two letters are the same. So let's look for some other letters are the same. Is it two lowercase f's the same? They are. So that one will also be an HO. Oh, my lights just went out. Just a second. Okay, lights are back on. Bell rang. It's fifth period. All right, so then the next one. So we were talking about homozygous. So 2 uppercase letters are homozygous or 2 lowercase letters. You're going to put an HO, meaning homozygous. Do you see that? And sorry, it's kind of backwards there. I don't know how to fix that. I'm going to have to learn. Maybe you guys have some ideas on how I can do that. Okay, and then for heterozygous, so heterozygous, let me go back to the different recording here. Heterozygous is going to be any 2 letters that are different from each other, like a big B and a little b, a big F and a little f. And you're going to put an HE for those ones. So coming back to my screen, we're going to look here, and I'm sorry, it's kind of backwards. I don't know how to fix that. But heterozygous is when the letters, so let's say this, we got TT, that's homozygous. A big B and a little b is going to be heterozygous because the letters are different. Okay? Like I said, I apologize for it being mirror image. I don't know what to do. I'm going to try and work on that. So here's another one. Big F and little f is heterozygous. And if you have questions on this while you're working on it, be sure to email me or message me in Schoology. Like I said, I will have some office hours where you can be messaging me as well. So, you can work on the rest of those as the first part of the assignment, and you can message me. You can submit it to the assignment, and I'll try and check it over. Then the second part of this is it says, which of the genotypes in number 1 would be considered purebred? Well, okay, so purebred, let me see, maybe I'll do this. Purebred is anything that's homozygous. So a big T and a big T, or a little f and a little f, those are purebreds. So what you're going to do is you're going to go in, let's see how many more minutes I have, about halfway through. You're going to go in and purebred, you're going to find the ones that are either 2 big letters that are the same. Anything that's homozygous is going to be purebred. So you're going to go down here and, like, for example, big T and big T. So then you go here and you just write those in there, and then with a comma, all of them. So anything that has the same letters is purebred. Let me show you again where that is. And so big T, big T, big D, big D. So you're going to write those right there with commas in between them. And then a hybrid is heterozygous. It's just another name for heterozygous. So you're going to write down big B, little b, put it there, and then put a comma. If you have questions about that, message me, but that's what you can work on today. Let's see. Phenotype is what it looks like. So, like, if yellow body color is dominant to blue, remember yellow will be a capital Y, and blue will be a lowercase y. And so what you're going to tell me is, given the letters, what color is the phenotype of each of these things. So let's try one together. So for example, I'm going to do this one. If it's a big Y and a big Y, let's see if I can. So big Y and a big Y, that is going to be yellow. Why? Because yellow is dominant, and if you have 2 big Y's, then the dominant color is going to prevail or going to rule, so that's going to be yellow. So right here, you're going to put yellow. Then this one is a hybrid. Remember up here, heterozygous is a hybrid. Look at here. And so even though it's got one lowercase y, the big Y dominates. So this one is also going to be yellow. So right there on the big Y, little y, you're going to write yellow. Now, since yellow is dominant in this final one, we have a purebred, but they're recessive traits. Both of the alleles received from this particular situation makes the offspring or the color blue. Why? Because blue is recessive, which is a lowercase y. We always use the same letters when we're doing this. And then, since there's no yellow to dominate, two lowercase y's will be blue. So what I'd like you to do is try this one on your own. Message me that, and we're going to stop right there for today. So we're going to stop, and what you can do is when you're done with it, you just put a line in there on Notability, and then you can send me that information, or you can, where is it? You can just submit the assignment like we usually do. So right there, don't worry about the score or anything. We're not going to grade it until the whole thing's done. And if it takes us 3 lessons to do, then it does. It's not a really big deal. So I hope everyone's doing fine. If you have questions, let me know. Super duper. I know everyone misses you guys, and it's so quiet in here. It's kind of weird. But we're just going to keep on keeping on, and if you have any questions, I have the office hours. So I hope everyone's doing pretty well. So I'm going to get going here, but like I said, message me with any questions. Thanks. Now if I can turn it off.